Good morning. Welcome to Mantra 108, where we are working our way through the Pūrṇam mantra. Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Idaṁ, Pūrṇāt, Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. So today I want to read a little bit from my favorite little mantra book. This is probably, the third or so copy of this that I've picked up. This one says 25 cents. I think I bought it at a used bookstore somewhere. I have a couple of these that are falling apart because I've used them so much. So this is written by Idaṁ. I've talked to you about him before. So he was my first mantra teacher many years ago, late 70s I think. I became connected with his teachings. And this is a very simple little mantra handbook. I've talked to you about it before. And I want to just read a couple of things to you out of this. So the first thing I'll read is a little excerpt from how to use a mantra. A mantram, or mantra, as it is often called, is a powerful spiritual formula, which, when repeated silently in the mind, has the capacity to transform consciousness. There is nothing magical about this. It is simply a matter of practice. The mantram is a short, powerful spiritual formula for the highest power that we can conceive of, whether we call it God, or the ultimate reality, or the self within. Whatever name we use, with the mantra, we are calling up what is best and deepest in ourselves. The mantra has appeared in every major spiritual tradition, West and East, because it fills a deep, universal need in the human heart. So that's what Eswaran says about the use of the mantra. And then I wanted to talk to you also about becoming established in the practice of mantra. I've talked about the benefits of the mantra, of a mantra practice, from a lot of different perspectives here along the way. And one of the things that we talked about was the difference between japa, mantra japa, repetition of the mantra, and ajapa mantra, when the mantra begins to repeat itself within us and becomes just kind of the backdrop for our life. So I wanted to just also read to you what Eswaran says about that. After many years of practice, when you have made considerable progress toward gaining mastery over the mind, you may become established in the mantra. Then the mantra has become an integral part of your consciousness. You no longer have to make an effort to repeat it. It goes on repeating itself in the depths of your consciousness. The joy of this state has to be experienced to be described. It purifies the mind, brings us peace, and fills us with a quiet certainty that we are adequate to any challenge that life might bring our way. And then further, the mantra, after many years of repetition, and this speaks to this idea of ajapa japa. From the very first day you begin to use the mantra, It begins to grow in your consciousness. It germinates like the tiny seed that will eventually grow into a magnificent tree. And as you repeat it often and enthusiastically, it sends its roots deeper and deeper. Over a period of many years, if you've been practicing all the other spiritual disciplines which strengthen your will and deepen your concentration, the tap root of mantram will extend fathoms deep, where it works to unify your consciousness, resolving old conflicts, solving problems you may not even be aware of, and transforming negative emotions into spiritual energy. Finally, when this mantram root reaches the bedrock of consciousness, you become established in the mantram. It has become an integral part of your being, permeating your consciousness from the surface level down to the very depths. Then it is no longer necessary to repeat the mantram. It goes on repeating itself, echoing continuously at the very deepest levels of the mind. That is what St. Paul means when he exhorts us to pray without ceasing. As a Sufi mystic says, those who heard this word by the ear alone, let it go out by the other ear. But those who heard it with their souls imprinted it on their souls and repeated it until it penetrated their hearts and souls, and their whole being became this word. So, a lot to look forward to in the continuation of a mantra practice. And in doing these 21-day practices that I'm doing with you, I'm just giving you the opportunity to explore a few different mantras that you might choose to make your own mantra. And in doing this mantra practice, you get to experience some of these wonderful things that Eswaran talks about here. The other thing I want to say about this little book before we go on is that there's a section of the book where Eswaran recommends several mantras that we can choose from different traditions. Now, the traditions that we are chanting from with this Pūrṇa mantra, this is the ancient Vedic tradition. And so this comes from, the roots of Hinduism and Eastern philosophy. There are a lot of mantras that you can use from different traditions, from the Jewish tradition, from the Christian tradition, from the Muslim tradition, from the Buddhist tradition. So lots and lots of ways that you can connect to a mantra that becomes the one that you really want to stay with and go deeply with. In fact, let's see. Oh no, I can't find it readily. I'll talk to you about it on another day. The thing that I had in mind just then. All right, so with that, we will begin our practice for today. Go ahead and open the jaw a little bit. And open the scalene muscles on the side of the neck. Do a little circling to open your neck muscles, just moving it around in a little half circle. And I'll turn on our Tampura. Taking mala in hand, we begin our practice. Close your eyes, press through your crown, drop the shoulders down from the ears. Bring your awareness to your muscles. Soften the muscles. Bring awareness to your heart center. Pūrṇam Pūrṇam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇam Pūrṇam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇam Pūrṇam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇam Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇam Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇam Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇam Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇam Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate, Pūrṇam Idaṁ, Pūrṇāt, Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate, Pūrṇam Idaṁ, Pūrṇāt, Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate, Pūrṇam Idaṁ, Pūrṇāt, Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate, Pūrṇam Idaṁ, Pūrṇāt, Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate, Pūrṇam Idaṁ, Pūrṇāt, Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate, Pūrṇam Idaṁ, Pūrṇāt, Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate, Pūrṇam Idaṁ, Pūrṇāt, Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate, Pūrṇam Idaṁ, Pūrṇāt, Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate, Pūrṇam Idaṁ, Pūrṇāt, Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate, Pūrṇam Idaṁ, Pūrṇāt, Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate, Pūrṇam Idaṁ, Pūrṇāt, Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate, Pūrṇam Idaṁ, Pūrṇāt, Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate, Pūrṇam Idaṁ, Pūrṇāt, Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate, Pūrṇam Idaṁ, Pūrṇāt, Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate, Pūrṇam Idaṁ, Pūrṇāt, Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate, Pūrṇam Idaṁ, Pūrṇāt, Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate, Pūrṇam Idaṁ, Pūrṇāt, Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya, Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate, Pūrṇam Idaṁ, Pūrṇāt, Pūrṇam Udacyate, Pūrṇasya, Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Vaśiṣyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Purnamida Purnamidam Purnāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇamadaya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate Pūrṇamada Pūrṇamidam Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Pūrṇamada Pūrṇam Idaṁ Pūrṇāt Pūrṇam Udacyate. Pūrṇasya Pūrṇam Ādāya Pūrṇam Evā Vaśiṣyate. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sit in the silence of your sound vibration. Sit in the Anahata. And this brings us to the end of our practice today. So today is day number 13. So tomorrow we finalize the second week of our practice, day number 14, and then we'll go into the very last week to bring us to 21 days. So remember that you can use your mantra whenever you want. You don't have to sit to do a full mala to use your mantra. Certainly I recommend doing that every day, but use it when you're walking about, when you are in the grocery store line, when you are feeling anxious about continuing to have to self-isolate. You know, all of these things that come up for us, they're really good times to just sink right back into the mantra let the mantra repeat in your head. And as Eswaran said in his little book, it will sink into your consciousness and just become a part of you. All right, thank you for being with me, and I will see you tomorrow morning at 8:30. Love to everyone.